Yo, what's going on, boys? It's me, Daily Tactics here, and today we are back in some more of the totally accurate battle simulator Star Wars mod created by Baronvongames. Now today we're going to be doing a variety of battles, but we're starting off with the main show here. This is going to be a tight corridors battle between the droid army here and the clone trooper army. So both sides have 190 soldiers, which are dispersed evenly amongst the various classes of soldiers. So we have riflemen and SMGs, snipers, and then commanders for both sides in the exact same numbers for each side, and they are going to be attacking through these extremely narrow and tight corridors. It should be really interesting. Lots of cool choke points are going to be witnessed here, and we'll see who ends up prevailing, the derpy droid army or the derpy clone army. These guys are a little less derpy, but still pretty peak derp. Either way, guys, I'll be right back and we'll get this thing started. Alrighty then, guys, let's go ahead and press start, and we'll watch one of the sort of side walls over here. This is almost like a cross section of the battle where we get to have a little sneak view of what is inside the corridors from an outside perspective, which is pretty cool. Something we can't get in the middle corridors. But either way, lots of lasers firing off on both sides. I think the mortality rate on these outside walls are going to be the highest because obviously we've been seeing it a little bit here, but many more droids and clones will fall off on these edges versus in the middle where it's probably going to be a little bit more of a cluster battle. And we can see that in action right here. Clones literally on top of each other as they get blasted by droid fire. I mean, they're just getting shoved backwards and backwards into each other, and they're not really able to get that much fire out and things like that as they're under just so much pressure inside of these corridors. It's pretty awesome. I mean, this is kind of like a ship boarding battle. If you think about it, you know, tight corridors with droids and clones not really having much cover between each other. I always found that those shipboarding episodes in the Clone Wars were a little bit derpy because every time they'd end up just like hugging the side walls, and it would be a complete like random victory for whoever won, because it was like there was no cover. It was just both sides yeeting blaster fire at each other in an open space while trying your best to hug the walls, but even that wasn't that much cover. So it's like, I don't know, those were always super derpy battles, and we're seeing the same thing here. I mean, both sides are just getting blasted to oblivion. It seems like in this corridor the clones have pushed in like a tiny bit more than the droids, and the same with this corridor too. This clone finds himself way far forward here. I don't know how you got so far forward here, Chad. What a Chad. What an alpha clone trooper. My goodness. Let's see if we can find a small head around here. Do we got small head on the battlefield? You're just a small clone. You don't really have a small head. I can't find small head clone trooper. Wait, do the droids have different sizes heads too? I don't think so. I think all of the droids are pretty much the same from what I can tell. Maybe different heights, but it's kind of hard to see when they're all doing ballet and getting shot around and twisting and turning. That's beautiful. It is like the Nutcracker, however, clanker cracker. It is beautiful, yes. We go see the droid ballet. Look how majestic, and their counterparts, the clone troopers, create a perfect juxtaposition between the dynamic clankers and the fluid clone troopers. It is beautiful. I don't know what I'm talking about. Dynamic and fluid are basically synonyms. They're not juxtapositions in the slightest, but that was the best my brain could come up with. It's very late at night. I actually just ended up moving into the new house today and got my computer all set up, which is awesome. And we're geared up, boys. We're ready to roll. We're going to be doing a ton of more live streams on twitch.tv/dailytactics, which will be awesome. We're going to be doing hopefully double uploads most days of the week. I'm thinking like Totally Accurate Battle Simulator or Star Wars Battlefront 2, followed by Men of War in the evening. So that'll be pretty sick. So, we got big plans for the YouTube channel these days, boys. It is going to be seriously epic. And if you guys have any requests, be sure to let me know in the comments. Either way, this corridor battle, I think, is ready to go into normal speed. We've been in slow-mo for quite a while, and that's because, obviously, it is a lag fest at this point. but we can slow it down one more time, see what the damage of that speed up was. It seems like the clones are winning on this left side over here. Meanwhile, it's pretty even on the right side, and in the middle, I'd also say it's pretty even. So from that, we can sort of surmise that the clones might just be winning overall. Actually, the droids might have more troopers in the back lines than the clone troopers. It's hard to tell. The clone lines seem a little bit thinner, but maybe that's just because the droids are more jumbled together. Who knows? Either way, the droids pushing the advantage extremely well right now. Look at them pressuring the clones inside these corridors. The clones had the advantage for a while there inside the corridors, but now they're getting shoved back, which is going to be detrimental to their forces because they're going to be yoked off the edge, and we can see them flying forward right now. Not quite far enough to fall off the edge, but once those droids like hit the back end of the corridor here, they will have the power to yeet them off, and the first example being seen right there. So pretty tough right now for the clone troopers. Maybe they can clap back. We are seeing a bit more of a momentum push from the clones responding to the droids, but it might be too late. The droids might have pushed too far into the corridors for the clones to make up this deficit now. It's tough, boys. It is tough out here. I'm not sure if the clones will manage to get it done. They are vastly outnumbered now, and now they are just getting yoked off the edge left and right, not managing to make it out of this thing alive. The clone army is about to falter completely. One clone stands, and he gets yoked. Bye-bye. Okay, so the droids end up winning that one by a lot, too. They had way more troopers left alive than the clones, so kind of impressive stuff right there. The corridor battle was pretty cool. Gotta admit myself, I enjoyed that thoroughly. But let's get some more battles going here. I'll be right back on a different map. Alright boys, we're doing another battle here today, and this time we're having Mandalorians, not the Mandalorian, but Mandalorian factions, and they happen to be wearing his armor. I don't know. Take with that what you will. I just wanted to do like a Mandalorians battle, and obviously this is the only Mandalorian skin we have, so, you know, the quote-unquote Mandalorians, even though it's literally just the Mandalorian, are attacking a village right now, and the villagers have brought up their defenses. So we have hay balers, we have pitchforkmen, we have some squires here, we have some harvesters, we have a few archers, actually quite a lot of archers, we have wheelbarrowers, wheelbarrow-wise? I don't know. Scarecrows, and then 3 catapults here. It should be a really interesting battle. Just for fun, I thought we'd do Mandalorians versus a village that they're trying to overtake. So, well, let's get into it. Okay, so the pitchfork troopers try to charge on forward, but they get hit by a pretty bad barrage. Meanwhile, the Mandalorians get hit by an archer barrage right there. A number of them getting struck in the armor, but their armor is really, really tough, and they're going to be able to tank that for the most part. But they also get hit by some poison, and a few of them end up actually dying from that little double whammy of poison and archer bombardment, which is pretty good. Wheelbarrows start to charge on into the center line of Mandalorians here, knocking a ton of them to the ground, making them ineffective for a short period of time. Not sure how many of the guys in the front line are actually dead or just knocked out for the moment, but it seems to be going okay for the villagers. They're pushing the advantage really, really nicely. They're crossing the bridge and making the Mandalorians go on the defensive, which is beautiful. Some of the Mandalorians just have blasters, some of the Mandalorians have harpoons and blasters, and some of the Mandalorians just have harpoons, so there is some unit variety here. This Mandalorian got shafted in the back by his own harpoonsman. Guys, watch your fire at least a little bit here. Come on, fellas. Either way, the archers and catapults are just spamming fire into the Mandalorians, as well as the Scarecrowers. So the Mandalorians are having to deal with a lot of ranged ability right now, and that is the strongest unit against these Star Wars units, if we're being completely honest. Ranged units are obscenely powerful in this mod. Wow, I love how the arrows just connect with the Mandalorian helmet and then just dink off. Oh, that's so cool. Guys, Mountain Blade Bannerlord time here at the Feudal Knights. I was playing that all day today after getting moved, and I finally was like, okay, I have to stop, and I have to record a video for YouTube. Like, all night I was playing after I finally got my desk set up. Oh, it was so glorious. So worth the wait. It's basically Warband, but remastered, and I am all for it, if we're being completely honest. If you guys want to see me play Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, I'm actually doing videos of it on my second channel, Daily Productions, because it got pretty heavily requested. So if that's something you're interested in, check it out. If not, keep enjoying some of this awesome tabs battle right now because the archers are slowly losing the advantage now. Whoa! Wait, that arrow dinked off a Mandalorian helmet and then went and thwacked an archer. They just deflected it like a lightsaber. Huh? That's kind of baller, dudes. That's kind of baller. Oh, is it gonna happen again? Is it gonna? No, that one's going too high. Oh, maybe? No, it was close. That was actually close. Dang, I didn't even know that could happen. That's kind of sick. Either way, the archers and the villagers are slowly losing their grip on the battle right now. The Mandalorians, though seriously weakened in numbers, are the dominant force at the moment. And there goes that scarecrow. We're getting the crud beat out of them by a number of Mandalorians right there. I think we only have this one archer left who's firing away. And he gets roped on in there. Into the water he goes. Maybe? Nope, he gets shot to death. Oh, God, that was kind of cruel. Either way, the Mandalorians did end up winning, but not by too much. I mean, there's only like 8 of them left alive, I'd say, which isn't great. Not the worst thing ever, but, you know, kind of a Pyrrhic victory, if we're being completely honest. Either way, let's get one more battle going here. All right, fellas, we are doing a battle of the clone troopers versus the Dynasty faction here. So they got samurai, they've got monks, they've got firework archers, they've got dragons. They have a Huacha back here, and then they also have a Monkey King. They've also got some ninjas throughout, which should be pretty epic. I'm really excited for this battle. I think it'll be really cool. The Dynasty is my favorite faction, and the clones are my favorite Star Wars faction, so it's a good mix. Either way, let us go. I hate how it zooms you out. There's so many little things that the developers could do to like fix the overall like lifespan of the game. Like, one thing is not having you zoom out at the start of the battle. The second thing is letting you rotate while you place units, because you're locked in a single camera position while you place units, which is the dumbest thing I have ever heard of in a battle simulator game. Oh my God, these clones are absolutely flying! I'm honestly surprised those changes hadn't been made so much earlier. I hope they're aware of the problems with them, because it can be rather annoying. Either way, the Dynasty faction is doing a pretty nice job of messing up these clones. I think the firework archers are doing a serious number on them. The samurai over here are just absolutely slapping and clapping some clone trooper cheeks right now. This guy is getting quadruple teamed by a bunch of samurai who are just not managing to get the kill on him. Oh, there we go. They thwacked him in the kneecap. They kneecapped him. Oh my God. Yeah, the clones are having a bad time. This guy's got like a shuriken in him. He's got 2 firework arrows in him. Oh my God, it is not a good time for him in the slightest. Meanwhile, he's trying to get some backup from his boys over here, but he's getting shot sky high. Ooh, lunar program, bye-bye. Yeah, the clones seem to have a bit of a centralized defense going in the very middle right now, and the firework archers they are going up against are just picking them off one by one. Pretty extreme stuff. We can go into normal speed here and just watch the clones get ravaged by fireworks. It's pretty intense right now. Also, Huacha coming in. The Huacha is not very accurate. For some reason, back in the day, I remember it being more accurate. Maybe they decreased the accuracy to make it less overpowered, because that is a very overpowered vehicle. So I could totally see them maybe adjusting it to be a little bit better. Either way, Dynasty actually crumbling a smidge. More of their troopers are dying, and they're getting pushed back as well. So maybe the clones are making a little bit of a comeback. A bunch of them falling down the pit there. Ooh, the pit of despair. Oh, no. Yeah, the clones are actually coming back pretty nicely here. Many of the Dynasty troopers are just failing at their jobs now. They're missing shots with fireworks. Okay, that one did not miss. And they're getting tumbled by the clone blaster fire. The clones started off weak, but they are certainly making up for it now. In the comeback of a lifetime, perhaps not of a lifetime, but it's a pretty decent comeback. You gotta admit. There's about 4 firework archers left alive, from what I can see, and I think the clones now officially outnumber them, and the clone blasters are managing to knock them out pretty good here. This ain't bad in the slightest. The clone boys, man. Comeback City! Comeback City today, baby. Love to see it. They really just have this one firework archer remaining, and they just can't hit him. They're just not finding the ability to hit this one guy. He's also not really firing. There we go. He fired once. Ooh, it's a crotch rocket. Oh my god, that would hurt. At least he's got armor. Oh, he landed in the same position as before. Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't see any more Dynasty troopers, so I think the clones win. Congrats, boys. Before you fall off the edge, we're going to stop the battle. So the clones managed to take victory there. Pretty decent battle, if I do say so myself. That was pretty sweet. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to comment down below if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. And like the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content. And hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.